Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon and more breaking news on the Justin Roiland situation. He has now been dropped from Hulu's shows Solar Opposites and Koala Man. 20th Century, well, I guess it's 20th Television Animation now, has also ended its overall deal with Rick and Morty co-creator following a domestic violence charge. Again, charge not proven in court, but there are a lot of rumors, and accusations in regards to Justin Roiland. A lot of creepy things supposedly being said by Justin Roiland, some of them involving underage persons. Again, rumors and accusations not proven in court. He will get his day in court, but I think the damage to his career has already been done. So let's talk about this and talk about more of the fallout from Roiland, one of the most prominent people in animation, getting canceled the way that he has. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 289, almost 290,000 subs. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. We do talk about the animation industry. We talk about comics. We talk about tech. We talk a lot about Disney. And yeah, we're actually fans of animation. Now, I'm not a particularly huge Justin Roiland fan, I'm going to be honest. I don't really care that much for Rick and Morty. But he is, you know, for better or for worse, one of the most successful, prominent people in the animation industry currently, and he's canceled. He's basically canceled. So let's talk about this. Of course, this comes a day after he was effectively fired from Rick and Morty, which he was both Rick and Morty and other voices on the show, so they're supposedly going to recast, but now he is gone from Solar Opposites and Koala Man. 20th Century, I'm sorry, I keep saying that, 20th Television Animation has also ended the overall deal with him. Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites co-creator Justin Roiland has been dropped from the latter series following revelations of a domestic violence charge against him. Hulu, which airs Solar Opposites, is also removing Roiland from its recently debuted series Koala Man, where he's an executive producer and voice actor. 20th, oh my God, I keep wanting to say 20th Century. Bad Me, Disney owns it now. Bad Me. 20th Television Animation, where Roiland had an overall deal in which produces both series, has also cut ties. We've ended our association with them. Hulu and 20th TV Animation said in a statement, the decision from the two Disney units comes a day after Adult Swim cut ties with Roiland. He co-created Solar Opposites with fellow Rick and Morty alum Mike McMahon and also voices one of the show's lead characters. Solar Opposites has aired 3 seasons to date and is renewed through a 5th. Koala Man, which premiered on January 9th, have not seen that yet, comes from creator Michael Cusack and showrunners Benji Samit and Dan Hernandez. Both it and Solar Opposites are slated to continue without Roiland's involvement. You know, because Rick and Morty makes too much money and they probably have deals for Solar Opposites. I don't know if it's popular. I have no idea. It's hard to tell with streaming if something's actually popular. Roiland has pleaded innocent to domestic violence charges stemming from a 2020 incident in Orange County. His attorney, T. Edward Wellborn, called the media coverage of the charges inaccurate, saying in a statement, to be clear, not only is Justin innocent, but we also have every expectation that this matter is on course to be dismissed once the district attorney's office has completed its methodical review of the evidence. So I want to know what happens if he is innocent. If it's proven that he is innocent or the charges are dismissed, will he get his jobs back? Will he be reinstated? Probably not, because I've heard that there were multiple people at the different animation companies he's worked with and for and around that have had issues with him personally. And this is what happens when somebody gets canceled. Basically, every grievance ever somebody has had with someone, they will jump on the bandwagon, you know, and this is kind of what happened with Vic Mignogna. Now, I still to this day, I'm pretty neutral on Vic. I don't know him. I've never met him. You know, but I haven't seen a smoking gun that he did the things he was accused of doing. However, once those accusations came out, a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon to air grievances like, he was mean to me at a convention once, or he attempted to rape my neck, said some male voice actor. It's like freaking weird, you know, he ate a jelly bean. it was sexual innuendo. Now, I don't know for sure. I mean, as far as I know, and I don't know Justin Roiland, I actually don't know anybody that knows him. He might be a colossal piece of shit. I have no idea. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is, again, these are accusations, allegations. He is a prominent person of a certain gender and ethnic persuasion in an industry that seems to be more and more openly hostile toward those kinds of people. Just saying. And it would not surprise me at all if subordinates or people looking for clout or whatever are dogpiling him or making things out to be a much bigger problem than they actually are. Again, I do not know. If it turns out that there's freaking, piles and piles and piles of evidence of this guy being a complete shitbag, then I'll say there are piles and piles and piles of evidence of this guy being a complete shitbag. I have seen some DMs. They kind of disappeared. I can't verify if they're legit or not. It's very easy to fake DMs and private messages and emails and that sort of thing. I don't know, but it's going to court, so he will have his day in court. Roiland was charged with 1 felony count of domestic battery with corporal injury and 1 felony count of false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, and or deceit after a January 2020 incident involving an unnamed woman he was dating. Again, 2 years. It took 2 years. 2 years for this to happen. The case has moved slowly through the court system since then. NBC was the first to report on it publicly. I'm sure everybody around him knew what was going on. Back on January 12th, and Roiland was in court for a pretrial hearing. He's scheduled to return to court for another hearing on April 27th. A Hulu 20th television animation and Adult Swim initially gave no comment when the charges against Roiland came to light. That continued until Tuesday when Adult Swim offered a one-line statement saying that Warner Brothers Discovery has ended its association with Justin Roiland. That is the end of Rick and Morty, by the way. That's it, man. It's game over. He'll no longer work in the Rick and Morty writers' room, and his voice roles he plays both title characters will be recast as the show continues through a 70-episode order. Adult Swim plays back in 2018. Of course, they're not going to cancel the show. It makes too much money. But I think there's definitely going to be a before and after Roiland feeling to Rick and Morty, right? 40 episodes remain on that order, which will take Rick and Morty through a 10th season. Co-creator Dan Harmon will be the sole showrunner on the series. Dan Harmon, who thought it was funny to rape a baby doll, I guess, is what he did. He's made some other weird comments. Now, I personally think Dan Harmon's pretty funny. I like some of his shows, but yeah, there's definitely a certain sense of humor. Again, I can't say I don't know the guy. I don't know anyone who knows him. There seems to be a lot of potentially damning evidence, if the stuff is true, about the underage stuff, especially. Some jokes made about underage people. Again, not things in this climate that you want to say. But the animation industry is pretty vicious. I mean, it really is. I mean, there's a lot of backstabbing in animation. A lot of people looking to get rid of people they perceive as being unworthy of being in the boss's chair or potential competition. Again, as more and more shows get canceled, there might be people looking at him being like, well, why does this guy have like 2 or 3 shows? Why is Rick and Morty going for 10 seasons when my show got canceled after 1 season? And I'm stuck working on Rick and Morty now. F this guy. I don't know. Again, I really, truly don't know. Have I said I don't know enough times? I'm just saying it because I've got opinions, but at the end of the day, my opinions don't really matter, right? So Rick and Morty, the official account, turned off replies. That's okay. People were quote tweeting, saying that Chris Pratt should be Morty. Everybody making jokes about it. MFers applying to be the new Rick and Morty voice actor. Yeah, the Rick and Morty community is very passionate. It's going to be really interesting to see how this goes down. I don't know. My Rick and Morty audition tape. We've got Peter Capaldi and Tom Holland as potential replacements. Live action actually would kind of work. Classic Justin Roiland not associating with adults. Ouch. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Now this guy here, or girl, or them, I don't know. They should just cancel the show. Have you seen the animation industry right now? You should be happy that the Rick and Morty crew have jobs. This was a good move, in my opinion. That is true. Animation has been completely decimated lots of shows that were greenlit or picked up or renewed during the lockdown, a lot of them got canceled. Meanwhile, Rick and Morty is going to go to 10 seasons without Justin Roiland, and somehow Velma exists. But, go figure, right? Go figure. Yeah, come on. Don't worry, I got a good idea for season 7. Justin Roiland's entire career ended like this. Yeah, pretty much. His entire career is like over. Now, again, it would be really interesting to see what happens if the case gets dismissed. If the case gets dismissed, will they bring him back? Will he be allowed to, work in animation in some capacity? I don't know. But it sounds to me like beyond those charges, a lot of people, again, have grievances. They have a lot of grievances with him. And, I don't know what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. There we go, guys. Oh my God, everybody's trying to audition. So yeah, people were like, they're not like, oh my God, how could you do this to Justin? They're all like, my turn, my turn. My turn, everybody. God. All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll keep you posted on updates. Again, I don't expect any major movement on this until April because he's already been fired from pretty much everything. There it is. I don't think he's going to be doing any con appearances anytime soon. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.